Thanks for having me. A little bit surprised to see couples here. I thought this was a group for single people. But anyway, my name's Frank, and this is my story. I've been married several times. Never to an English woman, though. Don't like 'em. All they're interested in is money, possessions, having all the latest gadgets. Know what I mean? I like Polish women. They seem to suit my temperament. My first wife was from Poland. Anya. Lovely girl. Beautiful face, blonde hair, blue eyes. Gorgeous she was. I'd never seen anything like it. Strange what happened to her, though. 2018 it was. I'll never forget it. We'd only been married 6 months. She had a great love of caves, you know. So I took her on a caving holiday. I always used to hold the torch, of course, because she had these long fingernails and she was always dropping stuff all over the place. And one day we were in a cave somewhere and she was off looking at a wall or something. And I was screaming at her for wandering off, and suddenly she was gone. Vanished. Never saw her again. She might still be wandering about down there for all I know, frightening the people with their yellow jackets. The Phantom of the Caves. Of course, my second wife was also from Poland. Eva. Lovely girl. Beautiful face. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Gorgeous she was. I'd never seen anything like it. Ours was also a short marriage. 2019 it was. I'll never forget it. She was a big fan of swimming, you know, so we used to go to the coast quite a lot. And then one day she was swimming about in the sea. I couldn't go in, of course. Never learned to swim, did I? I just used to sit on the beach, you know, shout at her if she went out too far. So there she was, swimming about, and I was raising my voice quite a bit. And then before I knew what was happening, she just got swept out to sea by a big wave. Never saw her again. She might have ended up in France for all I know, wandering about, looking for the Channel Tunnel. Bonjour, monsieur. Pour aller à la bibliothèque. Now, that's a strange tale, I know. No doubt about that. But it's certainly not as strange as the tale that surrounds my third wife, Inga. Another lady from Poland. Lovely girl. Beautiful face. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Gorgeous she was. I never seen anything like it. Yeah, ours was another 6-month marriage cut short in unusual circumstances. 2020 it was. I'll never forget it. Now, Inga was a big fan of fun fairs, you know, so we used to go to them and have a look about. I used to pay for her to go on all the rides and that, but of course I couldn't go on them, could I? 'Cause of me tablets. So, I just used to stand over there and shout out a wave at me, which she did, sometimes. And then one day we were in the Hall of Mirrors, and I was telling her where to walk, 'cause she was always trying to get some more candy floss or something. One minute I thought she was right in front of me, the next I thought she was right behind me, and then before I knew it, she had disappeared altogether. In the Hall of Mirrors. You wouldn't think it possible. She might have got lost in there forever for all I know, wandering round. The people that work there probably just let her live in there now, put some bread and butter near the door or something so she don't get too hungry. Of course, the agency have been very good about all this, and they said I'd have a free one this time, so I've gone for a different kind of girl. I've had no luck with a Polish, so I thought I'd try a Russian. I'd done me research on the internet, of course, and turns out Russian women don't want to mess about dating and all that rubbish. They just want to find a husband, get married, start tidying up. Perfect. Alright, that's enough out of me. I've got to get going, 'cause Olga's plane landed hours ago. Geezer at the agency said it'd be nice if I met her at the airport, but I told him, send her my address, I'll give her the money for the travel card when I see her. Makes sense, don't it? Anyway, that's me. Thanks for listening.
Oh, I came to Father quite late on account of all the muscle enhancement products I consumed during my 20s. But now I've had children, I'm on different muscle enhancement products, and that's on account of them being the best muscle enhancement products that are currently available. Muscle enhancement is very important to me because it also gives my children something to aspire to. Obviously, they're free to choose what they want to do with their lives, but I'm hoping it might be something related to muscle enhancement. I don't know, working in a muscle enhancement lab, maybe, or...
And of course it was a very long coach journey and we hardly had any time to sit down before he started driving off, and I didn't have my bag on the shelf yet and I very nearly fell over, didn't I, because he was driving off and I hadn't even sat down before he started driving off.
Yes, he did drive off, didn't he?
Well, he certainly did. And then it was 7 hours, wasn't it? And they said it was only going to be 6 hours, so that was another thing they got wrong. So maybe next time we should think about not going with that same company, because they'll never get things right, will they? Unless people stop going, will they?
They'll never get it right.
They won't get it right unless people stop going. And if they stop going, then they might start to get it right until the people start going again, because they got it right, but they won't get it right because they don't care, do they? Not really. They don't care, do they?
They don't care, really.
And what about those sandals? I had those dark blue sandals. Do you remember? They were dark blue sandals and I only bought them the day before I went, didn't I? And I bought them for the trip and then I hardly got to wear them, did I? Because he was driving all the time, wasn't he? And it was 7 hours and it should only have been 6, so that was another waste of money, wasn't it? So I think we should go with another company next time and then they might learn their lesson and they won't get any more of our money, will they? So they start caring about the people and not just driving off when they're not ready, and I hardly had a chance to wear them.
They were dark blue. Hello and a very warm welcome once again to Classics by the Angle Grinder. Chapter 7. We were always loyal to lost causes, the professor said. Success for us is the death of the intellect and of the imagination. We were never loyal to our successful. We served them. I teach the blatant rationality. I speak the tongue of a race and whose mentality is
Can I have your attention, please? As many of you are aware, next Tuesday sees the visit to our premises of the incumbent mayor. The agreed protocol of the day, which must be adhered to at all times, is as follows. Firstly, no spitting. Secondly, whoever brought in that wild boar last week, would you please take it home or put it back in the forest where it belongs? All concealed weapons are to remain concealed for the duration of the mayoral visit. Please ensure you have a black biro in your hand around midday. Blue biros will not be permitted. Chris Fox has kindly agreed to be bound, gagged and locked in the cleaner's cupboard for the duration of the mayoral visit in order to avoid a repeat of last year. We all know he can't help himself and that really doesn't excuse it. Would somebody please do something about all those old women in the stairwell? And clothing must be worn at all times. And finally, whoever it was shouting in the toilets last week, would you kindly refrain from doing so between 11:30am and 1pm next Tuesday? Thank you.
And today, on Listening to an Old Man Get Older, we heard him enter a room, stand still for a moment looking confused and frightened, before turning round and walking out again. Join us tomorrow when a walk to the shops he's done 1,000 times before will quickly become a bewildering nightmare of unimaginable proportions.
I'm broke and ain't got a dime. I'm broke and I ain't got a dime. I'm broke, ain't got a dime. Everybody gets it hard up sometimes. I was standing on East Cairo Street one day. I was standing on East Cairo Street one day. Standing on East Cairo Street one day. One dime was all I had.